rumoured lover and full-time fashion icon. Piers wasn't just close to Edward. He was elevated to positions of ridiculous influence, gifted estates, titles and jewellery that frankly matched none of his outfits. At Edward's coronation, Piers wore more sparkle than the royal regalia and upstaged the Queen, which is a bold move when your survival depends on nobles not hating you. Spoiler: they hated him. Edward's wife, Isabella of France, was understandably furious. She came with political expectations and a generous dowry, neither of which included sharing the throne with her husband's bestie/possible boyfriend. Edward, however, remained devoted. When the nobles demanded Piers be exiled, Edward sulked, sent him away, then brought him right back. Like a teenage breakup, but with castles and crossbows. Eventually, the barons had enough and executed Piers. Edward was devastated. Think full-on royal meltdown. Mourning clothes, public weeping, the whole medieval soap opera. His grief, however, did not lead to self-reflection. It just made room for a new favourite, Hugh Despenser the Younger. Hugh made Piers look like a subtle footnote. He wasn't just Edward's advisor. He was basically the second king. Land, titles, entire counties. Hugh got them. The rest of the nobility got angry. Isabella by this point switched from annoyed wife to full-blown vengeance avatar. She teamed up with a lover of her own, Edward's enemy naturally, invaded England and overthrew her husband. Edward was imprisoned, stripped of his crown, and possibly murdered by red-hot poker. Yes, that rumour exists. No, we're not discussing the physics of it. Let's just say, medieval revenge was rarely subtle. Edward II's reign was less about governance and more about personal drama so intense it could be a reality show. If the Plantagenets had Netflix, his season would have been banned in 3 countries. His mistake? Mixing politics with passion, ignoring everyone else, and assuming royal power meant nobody could touch him. Turns out, everyone could. Eventually. Wenceslaus of Bohemia ruled in the late 14th century, though ruled might be a generous term. He technically held titles like King of the Romans and King of Bohemia, but his real achievements were more along the lines of public nudity, aggressive drinking, and starting fights in his own palace. If you're thinking of Good King Wenceslaus from the Christmas Carol, wrong guy. That was his ancestor. This Wenceslaus? Not good. Not even vaguely decent. He began with